Live from the Mississippi Coliseum in Jackson, Mississippi. Tonight, it's the MHSAA State Basketball Championships 3A style. Tonight, both teams will be going for that gold ball. The Belmont Lady Cardinals, 27-5 on the year. The Lady Tigers of Ripley come in at 30-3 for the 3A State Championship. Hi, everyone. I'm Russ Robinson, joined tonight by Elizabeth Noblet. And Elizabeth, these two teams know each other. The coaches know each other. What we don't know is who's going to walk out with a gold ball tonight.
You're exactly right. But if Montgomery from Belmont has anything to do with it, she'll be taking home the gold ball. She had 5 3-pointers in the semifinals, and she can fill it up from the 3-point line.
Now, we've already seen today, if you can shoot that basketball, you're going to win.
And Allen, she had 17 free throws in the semifinals, so we know she can put it in the hole from the line.
And also no stranger to this dome is Coach Higginbotham. Let's see what he has to say about his club this year.
Well, I think the most important key to the game tonight is rebounding. I tell my girls that offense wins fans, defense wins ball games, but rebounding wins championships. And to take home the gold ball tonight, we got to rebound. And Ripley's a great rebounding team. They're the best defensive team we play all year long. They do a great job. And I think offensively, we got to execute, do our sets and go through our offense and take good shots and do a good job on the offensive end. But the whole key tonight is going to be execution. It's going to be the one who makes the least mistakes and one who executes the most, and I hope we do our job, and the main thing for girls, do our game plan.
Well, the coach certainly knows that Ripley can play defense, but they can also shoot the basketball as well.
Well, they can, and they have 2 players in Chills and Rux who they know how to play, and you see Rux there. She's just a dominant force inside, a senior, a leader, and then when she has Chills who can also fill it up and had a super second half in the semifinals, they're going to be a force for this Ripley team in this finals.
Coach Bates, of course, is the head coach for the Ripley Lady Tigers. Let's see what she had to say about this ball game.
I think, for us to be successful tonight, it's going to be about our transition game. If we can really get the ball out and run, we really like to do that. Use our defensive pressure, turn our defense into a quick offense by getting some layups. Definitely want to get the ball inside the rucks. We know Belmont's going to make a run, and just really how we respond, not really react to the run, and make sure that we respond the right way. I really think it's going to come down to the little things. The team that's going to do the little things right and do the little things better and execute offensively and defensively.
So keep your TVs right here. The 3A State Championship of the MHSAA is coming up with Belmont taking on Ripley. We'll be back in a moment. The 2012 MHSAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Mississippi State University, committed to advancing our state through learning, research, and service. For more information, go to msstate.edu.com. C-Spire Wireless, your personalized network. And by Bank Plus, it's more than a name, it's a promise. And by Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Life is a sport. The 3A State Championship on the line between Belmont and Ripley. And we'll be back with the tip-off of tonight's game from the Big House in Jackson in a moment.
We have shown opportunity to generations of young men and women, shaped leaders of the past, and guided those to come, lending a hand, finding solutions, honoring a heritage of compassion and service. A feeling of family that starts at home with a global reach, rooted in the foundation of our past, creating the future. This is our state, Mississippi State University.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Welcome back to the Mississippi Coliseum. Russ Robinson along with Elizabeth Noblin, and there is a good look at the Belmont High School Lady Cardinal fans that have shown up in mass tonight. And a good look there at the Lady Cardinals. Let's take a look at the starting lineups of this basketball game. The 3A state championship on the line. And the Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals will be in red uniforms trimmed in white, and they will go with Alicia Jones along with Leslie Robinson. Angela Allen is the third guard there that you see that she's the one that can make this thing go, along with Kelsey Montgomery, who you mentioned, and also Jada Luster. And look at that scene. There's four seniors and a junior. Now for Ripley, Jayla Chills, keep an eye on her. Letitia Evans. Becca Rux is the one that you're going to see get the ball a lot down low. Zeta Cox and Daisha Collum. So there's your starting lineups. And we're ready to play basketball on the MHSAA Network and the Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Glad to have you with us tonight. Referee steps in, and we're ready to go. The tip controlled by Belmont. Handling the basketball, Leslie Robinson.
That's somebody, Russ, I'm excited to see. She is 5'3".
She's a spark plug, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely, a senior leader.
Here's a set shot, up no good, and it looked like a little push there on the shot, and the official agrees and calls the foul, and we'll come back the other way. Or did he call the foul? He may just, no, he did call the foul.
Well, it's going to be interesting, as we've talked a lot during these games, to see just how the referees call the game and how they set the tone, what kind of calls they're looking for.
Letitia Evans with the basketball now. Gives left side. Belmont comes out. What are they doing defensively?
Looks like Belmont's pressuring man-to-man.
And you know, Elizabeth, we got this call, remember, a lot last year, and that was kind of either what they call a carrying violation or a palming violation.
You know, it's funny. I think you could probably call that about every trip down the floor, and they don't. I think in the past they used to. You're supposed to keep your hand on top of the ball, but you see so often girls and boys turning the ball over.
Ball goes off the foot of Montgomery. She has to come back to get the basketball. Her Montgomery set shot on the way off the back of the iron, and the rebound pulled down by Rux. That won't be the first one she'll pull down tonight either. Here come the Lady Tigers of Ripley. A little stutter step move with the baseline. They'll dump it off inside the paint. Shot up, no good, and controlled by Belmont.
Belmont wants this pace right here, Russ. They want to come down and they want to set the ball up and run a set play. They have some sets, and that's what they like to do.
Montgomery with the basketball. Again, she'll pull up, take the shot off the back of the iron again, and it's pulled down again by the Lady Tigers, and pushing it up the floor is Cox. She'll lay it up. No, it will not go, and the rebound taken back down by Angela Allen.
Isn't this an interesting contrast?
Yes.
Ripley gets it, they race down. Belmont gets it, and they dribble down. It's an interesting difference in the two team styles.
Here's the drive inside, the shot put up, partially blocked, and it's going to be Ripley basketball. Both of these teams right now, I think, are just kind of seeing what the other one's going to do defensively. And right now, defensively, they're not letting anything inside.
Well, it really is an interesting dynamic when you've played a team three times already. You pretty much know what they're going to do. It's just a matter of who executes.
Chills misses the shot. Montgomery pulls down the rebound. Coach Hickenbotham saying before the ball game, it's rebounds that will win tonight.
Well, and at this point, they haven't made any shots, so he's exactly right.
Here are the Lady Cardinals of Belmont setting up now. And that is Robinson between the circles. She'll stop and take the three ball. It will not go, and the rebound comes down, and a nice one by Montgomery. Just out-muscled the Lady Tigers. Here's the shot on the way, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Offensive foul charge to Angela Allen.
Well, Luster was wide open on the block for a moment there, but they could not quite see her. And we talked about that earlier today, how difficult it can be to see the open player.
Here come the Lady Tigers now from Ripley. Again, they go inside. The shot is up and good off the glass by Daisha Collum. Good look at her there. She comes back down the court, and Ripley gets on the scoreboard first.
played almost 3 minutes without any points. Low-scoring game at that rate.
Belmont looking at a zone defense. Here's Montgomery. Thought about shooting over the zone. The shot is on the way. It is no good. Nice rebound.
5-3 in there in the land of giants, and she pulls down the rebound. I think that really does prove the point that positioning and effort play a big role in rebounding.
Ball almost knocked out of bounds. Well, it is knocked out of bounds by Ripley. And you made the statement a moment ago. You wanted to see her play because she plays both ends of the court so well. Look how she's setting up under the goal right now. And, of course, we're talking about Leslie Robinson, the smallest girl on the floor right now.
Yeah, Evans gives her a little bit of a run for her money, doesn't she? She's not too much taller.
Nope.
A good matchup.
Robinson between the circles now will set up the offense for the Lady Cardinals of Belmont. Swings it left side to Jada Luster. Back over as they reset the offense at the top of the key.
Yeah, they're going to be patient, Russ. They're going to take their time and look, get their good look.
Here's Montgomery. She'll put it up. Nope, it won't go. She's 0 for 3. And guess who comes down with a rebound? Rux. Lady Tigers off and running, and a blocking foul going to be called. And taking a spill there is Zadia Cox. And I look at this come right in your television set. She's going to be 90-0. There's the trip. And she'll hop up. She's kind of holding that elbow a little bit. Might have stung a little bit when she hit the floor.
A hard introduction to the
Coliseum
floor.
It doesn't give a whole lot. Rux with the basketball. Now they'll pitch it back outside. Here's the 3-ball put up. Off the iron, no good by Evans. And she'll flip the ball right side to Jada Chills. Little spin move, shot in the paint, no good. Looking Rux on the rebound, got it. Boy, she is a battler.
Yeah, you've got to know where she is and definitely block out.
If you can. Becca Rux.
Good point.
Ripley leads it 4-0. First period of play just kind of finding out what the other team's going to do, and the ball saved by the Lady Cardinals. Good hustle. Here's the shot in the lane. The hanging jump shot won't go. The Lady Tigers bring it down in the person of Zadia Cox. Lady Tigers, little spin move there. Jump shot on the way is up, in and out, no good. Rux rebound. She missed this shot. Fighting for the rebound again. Puts it on the floor, puts it up and in.
Well, they missed the first attempt. The first attempt was a missed block out. They let her go, and that was where that problem came. Once Rux got the ball, she was going to continue till she scored.
Belmont is yet to get on the scoreboard, but it's not for lack of trying. They're 0 for 7 from the floor. Here's Montgomery. Back over to Robinson. Trying to find someone open. They want to go down on the blocks to Montgomery if they can, but they've got it blocked out, and now they'll pitch it outside. Robinson in the corner to Jada Luster. Here's the drive in the paint, and the swoop shot no good. Rebound Luster, and she'll come back out with it and give it to Robinson, and they'll reset that offense again, and they're not in any hurry.
No, they're not. It's amazing that a minute and 50 seconds left, and they haven't scored. 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and they haven't scored yet.
Here's Robinson for 3. Now they're 0 for 8 from the floor as that shot is no good. And Belmont almost steals the basketball, but they step out of bounds with it. And we'll have some substitutions coming in for Belmont. Checking in the ball game is Nunley. For the Lady Caller. Yeah, we saw a 9th grader already in this early game this afternoon make a real difference.
Absolutely, and I would think that at this point, Coach Higginbottom wants to really find somebody that can get the lid off the basket, and I would think that's what Nunley's coming in to do.
Zadia Cox takes it strong to the hole and scores, and it's now 8-0 Ripley. Here's Montgomery for 3. Off the iron, no good. And a jump ball called. Robinson.
Is that her second rebound
That's
already?
her second rebound.
I mean, it really does. Effort and intelligence about where to be on the floor.
But you're going to have to put the ball in the hole if you're Belmont.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier when you said rebounds were going to make the difference. They do make a difference, but they're not going to count for any points, I don't think.
Lady Tigers with the basketball. Less than a minute to play here in the opening frame. Being chased by Robinson, and they'll flip the ball out over to Jayla Chills. She's the one that'll settle this offense down for Ripley. Chills, right side. Looks like, of course, Lady Tigers may look for one shot here. Cox comes over to take it. And they'll pass it out to the top of the key to Chills, and she'll...
I think she's going to get a 5-second.
She might.
Almost.
Robinson really bothering her. Chills, spin move, puts the shot up, and is, let's see, going to call it for traveling.
Well, you know, that's a good example of how patience will pay off. Belmont is not worried about trying to hurry, and they just were patient on that trip down the floor, and they're going to hope to get one score before this quarter ends.
Well, they're going to have to squeeze the trigger in a hurry. There's less than 5 seconds to play. Montgomery's turnaround shot is up, no good, and we have gone 8 minutes in this basketball game, and Belmont has yet to put the ball in the hole. And you see a look at it there. We'll take a timeout and be back for the second period of play with Ripley leading 8-0 in the 3A state championship game.
2012 could be the end of the rut you're in, of telling yourself you don't have the time, of worrying if you can afford it. No more excuses. With Antonelli College, 2012 could be the year you start training for a career you really want, the beginning of a brighter future, the start of something better. Antonelli College.
Did you know Mississippi's 15 community colleges will teach more than 250,000 people in an average year? Nearly 72% of all college freshmen in our state attend a community college. Average tuition and required fees for the whole academic year are just $2,174. A community college is close to wherever you live. Community colleges provide education and workforce training to help us build job skills. Community colleges, in our second century, making a difference in the lives of Mississippians.
Hotel stays at the Cabot Lodge Jackson North and the Cabot Lodge Millsaps include a complimentary hot breakfast buffet, evening reception with beverages and popcorn, access to a fitness center and complimentary wireless access, meeting rooms for corporate or social functions available at both locations, on North State Street in Jackson near Millsaps College and in Ridgeland off I-55 at County Line Road. Reservation information available at cabotlodge.com.
Welcome back to the Big House. Tonight's game and the broadcast of the MHSAA High School Championships made possible in part by Antonelli College with campuses in Jackson and Hattiesburg, as well as online classes. Mississippi Community Colleges and the 15 public community and junior colleges around the state. And Cabot Lodge of Jackson and North and Cabot Lodge Millsaps. And the broadcast of the tournament is also made possible tonight in part by Applebee's. Applebee's proudly supports Mississippi high school basketball. And by McAllister's Deli. Delicious is in the details. And by Mama Hamill's, serving up scrumptious Southern comfort food.
I think McAllister's is not just the details that are delicious. You think?
I think so. Okay, back to live action now. Belmont did not score in the first 8 minutes of this ball game, and so a change was made. Nunley came in off of the bench, and she's got the ball at the top of the key. Now wants to drive and does. Misses the shot, but will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, see if they can put it in from the free throw line. I will say this, in the second game that Belmont and Ripley played this year, Belmont was down 17-6. So they're not a stranger to coming back from a deficit.
Well, the free throw's no good. They were 0 for 13 from the floor in the first 8 minutes of this ball game, but Ripley was only 4 out of 11. So you know, it's not that bad right now, but it continues. It's going to be a long night for them.
Yep.
Second shot on the way, good. They're on the scoreboard.
Get the monkey off their back.
And it's the freshman that does it.
That's right.
Well, we saw a good one today in Grace Elliott, didn't we?
Oh, she'll be around for a while, won't she?
Ripley on the attack now. They lead it by 7. Pass goes inside. Shot taken from the baseline. Up no good by Daisha Collum. And now here comes the Belmont Lady Cardinals.
Russ, another 9th grader in for Belmont right here with the ball, Jones. So
Alicia Jones. Here's the ball knocked away inside and going to go out of bounds off the hands of Ripley. You know, one thing Belmont has done, Elizabeth, in this game is they've taken the ball inside on Ripley.
yeah, you're right, they have, and that's a little bit surprising. Looks like Rux is getting a little bit of a breather right now.
Here's the drive by Jones, puts the shot up, and she will draw the foul, Elisa Jones. And you know what, if you're not hitting from the outside, a lot of coaches will say, look, let's just get some points, drive to the hole and see if we can pick up the foul and get a couple of points on there so that we start thinking that we're scoring.
Well, you know, it's a great point because generally that little block shot is much easier to hit than a three-pointer or a long distance shot. And this isn't an easy place to play. You're not used, no high school gym is like this.
No.
And sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to warm up to the goals and to the perspective and the perception problem that you have sometimes.
Jones hits 1 out of 2, so Belmont down by 6. And the Lady Tigers with the basketball. Nice stutter step move, but losing the ball, and the Lady Tigers, they get it back. Now knocked away inside, but again, a whistle. And what do we have, a timeout call? How about that? Well, boy, look at Coach Bates. She is not happy with her Lady Tigers. She is, did you see her say, you're standing, you're not moving.
Well, that's a great point. If you ever look at an offense, I usually tell girls that if you're standing on offense, you just know you're doing something wrong because you can always move.
For comprehensive live streaming and on-demand coverage of the Mississippi High School Athletic and Activities Association Championships, log on to MHSAA TV. The MHSAA network not only brings you live television coverage of the football and basketball championships on MPB, we also cover the boys and girls finals across numerous sports like volleyball, swimming, and last month's soccer championship. That's the MISSHSAA TV. On the attack now, Lady Tigers. Inside it goes. Oh, that looked like just an errant shot, but it's picked up and saved by Jada Rich in the ball game. Rich pulls down the rebound, sticks it back up and in. So Jada Rich, who's just entered the basketball game, makes her presence known. Got the bucket on an offensive rebound.
And another 9th grader. I think the future of Mississippi basketball is in
pretty good shape. I agree. Here's the drive, and they take it away from her, but she'll pitch it back outside to Robinson. In the corner it goes. Belmont just can't get inside the blocks. Here's the drive. The shot off the glass. It's no good. And a foul going to be called, and Nunnally going to go to the free throw line again as they call the foul right there on number 34, Jada Rich, the 9th grader, 5'10", 9th grader.
Well, and Nunnally, as we see her get ready to shoot the 9th grader, another 9th grader, she has definitely come in the game wanting to make a difference and wanting to drive. It looks like she's thought about an outside shot a couple of times, but decided to take that little drive.
Well, she missed the first free throw. She'll get another here. Becca Rooks back in the ball game now for Ripley. Second free throw off the iron, no good, and it's controlled by Jada Chills. Chills off of a screen, flips the ball back over to Letitia Evans.
You know something, Russ, is another interesting point. Both of these teams had great second halves in their semifinal
games. You're right.
And so I think they at least take comfort in the fact that we know we can play better than this.
Jada Chills takes it inside off the glass for 2, and so your score now 12-2. And Belmont calls another timeout as you look at Coach Bates now for Ripley, and right to your left as you're looking on the screen is Becca Rooks. And when she's out there, number 20, you've got problems, number one, and secondly, you've got to know where she is, because she is going to get rebounds and stick the ball back up.
Well, when she was out of the game, it did open up the middle a little bit more for Belmont to try to drive in. Now that she's back in the game, I don't know that you'll see them driving quite as much. I think Belmont is okay right now. I mean, they're down 10, but they know they can light it up fast, and they're just kind of weathering this storm.
Well, they have the basketball now, and bringing it up will be Leslie Robinson. Not much pressure by Ripley at this point in the ball game. Robinson lays it up and in off the glass, and that's exactly what you're talking about.
Well, and there's a senior taking it into her own hands, driving the lane at 5'3", getting that layup. Try to get, like you said, a little rhythm, get the lid off the basket, make them a little more comfortable.
Here's the shot up from the paint by Daisha Collum, and she hits it for Ripley, and it's now a 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers, 14-4. Belmont comes back the other way. Robinson will take a long 3 off the iron, no good. Right now, Belmont's getting one shot. And here come the Lady Tigers. Chills, coast to coast, lays it off the glass. Hang on. And I think they're going to get her for a charging foul here. I'd like to see that again, because I thought Chills kind of went in under.
I think it was a block on Rux before the ball left the shooter's hand.
So, stepped in the way, and yeah,
right.
Good call, Elizabeth. I saw Chills go to the hole. I didn't see her run into anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So
Chills didn't cause a problem.
Belmont receives the basketball. Here's Robinson. Starts right, comes left, takes a shot up, no good. Chills on the rebound for the Lady Tigers of Ripley.
Hoping to draw a foul that time, I believe.
And let's see, we're going to have a whistle, and she does draw the foul. Jada Chills is the one, as you see Coach Bates there from Ripley. Chills is the one that will get the fast break working for you. She's pretty quick out there, but she's not shy about distributing the basketball either.
And that's what a good player will do. They know they have the confidence, they can score, they can take it to the hole, but then they can also distribute it.
Well, she missed the first free throw. She's a 5'9" junior. We were really impressed with her last year coming in as a sophomore. She just did a lot of things well. There's Rooks going out of the ball game.
Well, this might be when Belmont decides to go back down low.
Chills hits 1 out of 2.
You can definitely say poor shooting is across the board tonight.
Yeah, both teams are struggling, and you hit on it a moment ago about the depth perception here in the Coliseum. Neither one of these schools have played in a gym this big this year. The ball stolen by Ripley. Ripley, Jada Chills with the basketball. Underneath it goes. Turnaround shot, no good. Belmont comes down with the basketball. It's Luster. Jada Luster, coast to coast, lays it up. No, it will not go. Check that. That's Angela Allen, I'm sorry. Angela Allen with the basketball.
And she's not a stranger to the free throw line, as we mentioned in the pregame. Made 17 from the line in the semifinals.
She takes that deep squat on the free throw, hits it. She's now 2 out of 3 from the free throw line, and can make it a 9-point deficit with a free throw, and does.
Well, these seniors, Allen and Robinson and Montgomery, they're going to, and Luster, they're really going to try to lead this team. And like I said, they're being patient, down 9.
Well, they've been there before. You mentioned it earlier. They've been there before. Here's Chills on the baseline with a little shake and bake move. Takes it up and in. Nice looking move by Jada Chills.
Yeah, she drove that baseline well.
Here comes Belmont now. They're down 17-6. Look like they're going to trap on the baseline. A shot off the glass is good. And going to the free throw line to boot will be Angela Allen. They need to get Angela Allen the basketball.
Well, it looks like that's what she wants to do. Drive the baseline, and she just kind of is wedging her way in there and then using the glass so well.
Well, she got 3 points out of that trip.
The old-fashioned way.
The old, she earned it.
That's exactly right.
17-9 now. Belmont trying to get back in it with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Did not score in the first period. Jada Chills, another little shake and bake move. This one up, that one no good. Rebound and a jump ball going to be called.
It's always interesting to me, Russ, when do they call a jump ball and when do they call up and down? You know, how long do you have to have your hands on it for them to decide it's a jump ball as opposed to walking?
That's an official's call. It's his judgment. Inbounds pass and a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. And I believe it's Jada Chills.
I think they're going to get Jada Rich on that.
I think you're right.
It's going to be her third.
So here comes Belmont now with a chance to make it kind of interesting with a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, they like we said earlier, really did weather that little drought.
Angela Allen off the glass, missed it. Picked up by Ripley. And the Lady Tigers will bring it up the floor now in the person of Zadia Cox. Now see, that looked like a palm there.
The same thing.
Shot is up, no good. Fight for the basketball. Rich comes down with it. And the Lady Tigers will reset their offense again. Chills lost the ball on the way to the hole.
Really good defense there by Belmont. Good hands. You know, players underestimate how important it is just to have active hands. And if you don't get the turnover immediately, it at least slows down the play.
Boyle checks in for Ripley off the bench. And here's Leslie Robinson. Over to Angela Allen. Allen back to Robinson. Little pitch and catch on the left side.
This is one of their set offenses. They're
trying to set a screen and get someone loose on the baseline. Here's Allen. Allen to the glass, won't go. Kind of forced it a little bit, and it goes off the hands of Belmont out of bounds.
That's a really interesting call. I think a lot of times, instead of calling over the back, the referee will just give the ball to the other team.
Nobody's fouling at that point. It's a good thing. Unless it's happening to you instead of at you. Ripley with the basketball. In the corner it goes. Jada Chills. Boy, she starts right, comes left. Little jump shot on the way. Nope, won't go. And Belmont comes down with a rebound. Nunley with the basketball, and that was...
I think they're going to get Chills for a reaching.
Well, you can see Coach Bates there. She's not happy with her club.
Yeah, now there's, of course, in the bonus, and this is the tempo that Belmont likes. They're in the bonus. They're going to be going to the free throw line. No hurry.
Angela Allen, who is 2 out of 3 from the free throw line, is now one better than that. And very, very quietly, very methodically, they're working their way back into this ball game.
You're exactly right. That cuts it to 6 points, and you know that's nothing.
So now it's a 6-point Ripley lead, and they've got the basketball. Jada Chills with it. She's going to be double teamed. Nice pass by Chills.
It really was. Found Evans cutting through.
So less than a minute to go, and it would appear that Ripley's going to go for one shot here. Evans. And the ball picked off by the Lady Cardinals. Here's the lean-in shot. The layup is up and good by Elisha Jones. Don't look now. It's a 4-point game.
Little ninth grader's not letting the pressure of the championship game get to her, is she?
No, she is not. Ripley with the basketball and about 20 seconds to do something with it. Here's the drive on the baseline. It's up. It is no good. And the rebound pulled back down by the Lady Tigers. Shot in the lane is up. No good, and a foul call.
Wow, it's a 4-point game now. Like we were saying, there's no hurry, there's no panic in that team. Just chipping away patiently.
So going to the free throw line will be Zadia Cox. Off the iron, no good. Ripley has led from the opening tip.
Really interested, Russ, in the amount of time Rux is spending on the bench.
It's a good point, Elizabeth. I'm glad you brought that up. She's been on the bench a good bit here in the second quarter.
And, yeah.
Belmont off the missed free throw, and they've got 10 seconds to do something. And a whistle, and a foul going to be called as backing in is Angela Allen, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
That old second foul, you kind of hate to get it in the first half, but you know, it was interesting talking to Chris Higginbottom before the game. He was saying this is really a healthy rivalry. They know each other and they respect the abilities that each team has.
Well, both of them have ability. The free throw is missed, and that's going to be the end of the first half. A very interesting first half that saw Ripley race out to the big lead and then just kind of hold on before the half ended on that lead. And so Ripley will go off of the floor, leading by a score of 17-13. There you see a shot of Belmont heading to see what their coach has to say at the half. And we'll remind you your halftime score, 17-13. Ripley leads it. We'll be back with more from the Big House as the Ripley Lady Tigers lead it 17-13 at the half.
We have shown opportunity to generations of young men and women, shaped leaders of the past, and guided those to come, lending a hand, finding solutions, honoring a heritage of compassion and service, a feeling of family that starts at home with a global reach, rooted in the foundation of our past, creating the future. This is our state, Mississippi State University.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Welcome back to the Big House as we go to the halftime locker room. Ripley leads at 17-13 over Belmont's Lady Cardinals. What was interesting was Belmont didn't even score in the first 8 minutes of this basketball game, so they went a whole quarter without even scoring. And as we look at it now, it's 17-13, and Coach Bates wasn't real happy when she went into the locker room.
No, she wasn't, Russ. She bypassed an interview, I believe. But you know, it's hard to win a basketball game when you don't score a point in any quarter. But I tell you what, if there's a team that can do it, Belmont can. I mean, they weathered that storm. They've come back. They went on a run at the end of the second quarter, like you said. And I don't think they feel at all out of this game.
No, they shouldn't have. They've been there before. Every one of these ball games has a scholar athlete, and the C Spire scholar athlete for this ball game is Leslie Robinson from Belmont. They're being shown with Orion Watson of C Spire. So congratulations to Leslie Robinson, our C Spire scholar athlete of this ball game. So not only does she excel on the floor, she excels in the classroom, and that's what these coaches like to see. They like to see the kids get in there and study and then go out and apply themselves on the hardwood.
Well, and, you know, it's nice as a point guard, you really do need to be smart. She's kind of the quarterback of the team, and so it's not surprising that she's the scholar athlete.
We're going to have some highlights coming up of the first half, and, you know, I think well, let's take a look at them right now. This is Jada Chill. She'll go inside, and this is what Ripley did really well. There's Rooks. And when she's inside, you're not going to stop her. But she didn't play that much in the second quarter of this game.
Well, to me, that's sort of the underlying story in the first half is where was Rooks? She and Jayla Chills can be just so dominant together. And there's the other big story of the first half was the play of Robinson. But it's really a team effort from both of these teams. It's just a little surprising that Rooks hasn't been more of a factor.
I've really been surprised at how both of these teams have used the glass really a lot in the first half. You know, we've seen a lot of games where they try to shoot over and go, you know, just kind of strip the cords. They're using the window a lot in this ball game.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I think that's not surprising when you consider sometimes when your shooting is poor and you don't have a good shooting percentage, the glass is a huge added advantage, and people don't take advantage of it enough.
17-13, your halftime score, and it is Ripley's Lady Tigers who lead it here at the Big House. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more on the MHSAA Network and Mississippi Public Broadcasting in a moment.
"2012 could be the end of the rut you're in, of telling yourself you don't have the time, of worrying if you can afford it. No more excuses. With Antonelli College, 2012 could be the year you start training for a career you really want, the beginning of a brighter future, the start of something better. Antonelli College."
Did you know Mississippi's 15 community colleges will teach more than 250,000 people in an average year? Nearly 72% of all college freshmen in our state attend a community college. Average tuition and required fees for the whole academic year are just $2,174. A community college is close to wherever you live. Community colleges provide education and workforce training to help us build job skills. Community colleges, in our second century, making a difference in the lives of Mississippians.
Hotel stays at the Cabot Lodge Jackson North and the Cabot Lodge Millsaps include a complimentary hot breakfast buffet, evening reception with beverages and popcorn, access to a fitness center and complimentary wireless access, meeting rooms for corporate or social functions available at both locations, on North State Street in Jackson near Millsaps College and in Ridgeland off I-55 at County Line Road. Reservation information available at cabotlodge.com.
Welcome back to the Big House. Never a lack of things to eat here when you come here. And a little popcorn action there at the. They're actually selling it on the inside of the Coliseum this year, which I think is really kind of a lot better. Instead of having to go outside, you don't have to miss any action. And speaking of action, it is 17-13. Ripley's Lady Tigers leading it here at the half. And it's been oh, no, look at that. That's just not fair. I mean, it's just not fair.
Well, it gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah, it sure does. And when we leave this ballgame, of course, Travis Raycheck and Orion Watson and Ray Coleman are going to come in and do tonight's second game. And, boy, are they going to do it. You and I will then make our way to the pizza and the popcorn stand. It'll all be good.
Exactly. Relax and enjoy the good basketball,
there
like
you
said,
go.
that's coming up next.
And there it is, Kemper County Wildcats, Booneville Blue Devils. Kemper County with possibly the best player in the state, possibly in the South, and you're going to get to see him right here tonight on the MHSAA Network and Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Well, in Booneville, boy, they are here in their colors, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
One whole side of this Coliseum is red and blue. Red for Belmont, blue for Booneville. So they have filled this Coliseum up.
And, you know, the Booneville for years has been known as a football school, and Coach Jim Drury does a great job up there. But now they're making the statement in basketball, and here they are in the state championship. And Kemper County is a very tough basketball team to play, and of course when you're playing, the big guy, it's going to be a tough night for you. But I think it'll be a very interesting game, and I certainly would challenge you to stick around for this second game tonight because it's going to be a good one. Now, this one that we're into is 17-13 at the half. What are these coaches saying? We're waiting for Kim to come out with Coach Hickenbotham and find out what he has to say. I want to see what he has to say about going 8 minutes without scoring. What is he telling his girls right now?
Well, he's telling them a lot because they've been in there the whole time. I can say that. But he gave them a great speech at halftime in the semifinals, and they came out and had a fantastic second half. So I think he might have a little experience in firing them up.
All right, your halftime score 17-13. The Lady Tigers of Ripley lead it at the half. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Kim will have Coach Hickenbotham of Belmont before we play the second half. Keep it right here.
We have shown opportunity to generations of young men and women, shaped leaders of the past, and guided those to come, lending a hand, finding solutions, honoring a heritage of compassion and service, a feeling of family that starts at home with a global reach, rooted in the foundation of our past, creating the future. This is our state, Mississippi State University.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Welcome back, 17-13. The Ripley Lady Tigers lead it. Let's go to Kim Tanner, who has the Belmont coach.
A little nervous, and the rebounding. I told you beginning of the game, we've got a rebound. They had 20 rebounds the first half. We had 10. That's the difference. They're getting second chance opportunities, and we're not. And I hope we can execute better on the offensively in the second half.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Russ.
Thank you, Kim. You know, he makes a great point, Elizabeth. Ripley had 23 rebounds in the first half, and Belmont only had 11. There's your difference in the ball game because neither team really just shot the eyes out of it in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Well, you took the words right off my tongue. I was going to say it wouldn't be so bad if you were shooting 70%, but if you're shooting 0% at one point, you need to rebound well.
Becca Rooks, as both teams go back with their same starters to start the second half. Becca Rooks with the rebound. Now they have 24. In the corner it goes. Now to Rooks. Rooks is there. Rooks off the glass for two.
Would love to have been able to ask the coach what that story was with Rooks in the first half.
Yeah, yeah. But she's out there now. We'll see how long she stays out there. Belmont on the attack now. Allen swings to the right side, wants to go right down the middle of the lane, lays it up off the glass too hard, and Ripley brings it down.
That is the shot they want, though. I firmly believe she just couldn't get it to fall.
Here's the double team, and Belmont going to come up with a basketball. Allen lays it up off the glass and scores.
Sure made that look easy.
And you're right, that's the shot they want because the last two shots have come right there. So a stomach tightener so far here in the third, as it is now 19-15. Shot taken in the paint is up and good by Daisha Collum. She now has 4 points in the game. Coach Hickenbotham not happy with his defensive effort there.
Yeah, he wanted the offense to get better, but he didn't mean at the expense of the defense.
On the attack of the Lady Cardinals. Here's a quick move and a shot off the glass. Nope, it will not go. And Ripley's Jada Chills, nice behind the back dribble. Chills slides, glides, and the reason she's going to be called for traveling, she glided too long.
Yeah, I think several people could make a nice glide if they could walk.
So Belmont will bring it back the other way. And checking into the ballgame for Belmont now is Jada Luster. Kind of compliment Montgomery and get a little size in there for Belmont. Leslie Robinson trying to find someone inside, can't do it, and the ball almost knocked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers.
And I know they want to get Montgomery more involved. She was quiet in the first half, but
here's Allen off the glass. You think she shot that shot any time before tonight?
Wow, they're feeling good now, Russ. They just were so cold in the first quarters. There's not much else to say.
21-17. Ripley leads it. Pass goes into Rooks. Rooks off the glass. This one won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Jada Luster.
Well, that's what you were commenting on. Somebody in there to help
match up with Rooks.
Yeah.
So here comes Belmont now. Robinson swings to the outside. Bounce pass in the corner. Now she'll do the spin move, and she'll go off the glass, won't go. And the rebound, Jada Chills. She plays both ends very well. Chills, coast to coast, will swing it up. Nope, won't go. Rooks on the rebound. Rooks off the glass. It will go.
Wow. There was a nice block out, but Rooks was able to really reach over the back of Alicia Jones, but without causing a foul.
A whistle. Angela Allen very quietly now with 11 points in this game for Belmont, and they're going to have to go to her more if they want to win it. Here's Montgomery for three. Won't go.
That's who they really want to step in there and start scoring.
But Allen's the one that's quick in the paint tonight. Here's the jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Luster. She's done well since coming in off the bench.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Here's Robinson on the left side now. Gives to Allen. Allen looks like a zone she's trying to break right there. Will come left side, swings it off the glass, won't go. Lady Tigers pushed it up, and a nice steal by Montgomery. She lost the basketball.
Boy, it really was a nice steal. It's kind of just the way you draw it up, and then it just kind of jumped out of her hand.
So underneath the ball will be triggered as you see the Belmont Lady Cardinals. Here's the shot from the corner by Chills. Off the iron, no good. Montgomery on the rebound.
I believe Chills came down on her ankle wrong. She is limping down the floor.
Lady Cardinal now with the basketball. And handling it is Alicia Jones, the 9th grader.
Looks pretty comfortable with it in her hands.
She does. She wants the drive. It's blocked and picked up by Ripley. And here come the Lady Tigers. Shot blocked, picked up by Rooks. She'll swing it out. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Belmont basketball. I want to remind you, if you want to purchase the DVD of today's championship games, log on to MISSHSAA TV. Also available are all the exciting semifinal matchup from the past week's games here at the Coliseum. Check out all the available championships at MISSHSAA TV. Here's a shot from Montgomery. She is really struggling from the floor, but steals the basketball off the rebound. Montgomery pulls up, shoots, will not go. Here's Jones, the 9th grader, and a whistle, and she is going to be called for traveling. She's just a little bit too anxious. And Coach Bates jumps up off the bench, as does Coach Hickenbotham, and a timeout on the floor. And the Belmont Lady Cardinals now, as you take a look there at the Lady Tigers and Coach Bates, there are the Lady Cardinals. Both of these teams breathing heavily right now because they're really going after each other.
Well, you know, I was thinking about Montgomery a minute ago, and she's obviously having a cold night shooting. But somebody as good as she is and a senior, she just got to keep shooting.
I was going to ask you that. As a coach, you say, look, you're having an off night, and you see Coach Hickenbotham there. He's telling her to put it up.
Absolutely. I mean, it can't. You're that good. You played this many years. She knows that she can shoot the ball, and she's one of their scorers. Once she gets that first ball to fall, I think you'll see a different demeanor.
Well, the Lady Tigers of Ripley have shot 37.5% from the floor here in the second half, 18.2% for Belmont. And there's the difference in the ball game. Rebound, 34-14, so Ripley's pulling away in the rebound department as well.
And in the shooting percentage, and that combination, Belmont is really going to want to change that.
Here's the pass in the paint, shot put up, no good. And it goes off the hands of Ripley, and it'll be Belmont basketball. Keep in mind that these two teams have played already this year.
3 times.
So they know what the other one can do. The question is, can they stop the other one from doing it? Here's Robinson with the basketball for the Lady Cardinals of Belmont. She'll give right side to Jones. Luster says, no, I don't want anything to do with that.
I think everybody else knew Luster. Now they find Luster right underneath.
And there she is.
Super pass there by Robinson.
Has Luster given him some good minutes here in the second half? You bet.
She really has, and I won't try to make a play on that name.
Here's Chills on the baseline. Hang, shoot, scores! Nice drive.
Does she have any energy?
No. Very stoic.
Very.
25-19. Good basketball game tonight from the Coliseum. The shot on the way for three, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Ripley. And here's Jada Chills. Chills will swoop it up and in and will go to the free throw line. I think Ripley is making a run here.
They are, and it's interesting that you use that word because when Katie said, Coach Bates said before the game, it's not going to be how we respond, how we react, but how we respond, because she knows Belmont's going to make a run as well.
Look at that shot. Boy, it's just kind of a half hook shot. She got up and said, yeah, that's me. It's a shame she's not really excited about it.
Yeah, a little more enthusiasm.
And on the other side, Coach Hickenwald, I'm not very happy with his defense. You can tell he's talking to his club about defense right now.
Well,
Coach Bates, these two coaches have been at it against each other before. There's nothing new.
There's a good look at Montgomery. And
boy, she has struggled from the floor tonight.
She has, but it's interesting for a shooter. If she can get one shot to fall, I think she'll feel so differently.
Going to the free throw line will be Jada Chills to try to get the three-point play. Second chance points in this ball game. Ripley has 8. Belmont doesn't have any. And that will tell the tale of this game before it's over with. Here's Belmont with the basketball. Allen, a little swoop shot of her own, and she banks it off the glass for 2.
Such a soft touch.
Man.
Using that left hand, using the backboard.
Here's the pass inside to Rook. She's there off the glass and will go to the free throw line. If you remember in last year's game with Rooks, every time she posted up, pretty much it was 2 points.
And when you have that ability to make it count underneath, you don't really have to rebound very well.
Hits the free throw. She's the all-rounder. I mean, she plays on both ends of the floor. Soft touch from the free throw line.
She has several colleges looking at her, but she's really focused on this, finishing this high school career strongly.
Well, she missed that free throw. It's pulled down and taken away by Jada Luster.
Tell you, she has, like you said, when she first came in, she's filled her role.
Here's Angela Allen now for Belmont. Spin move at the free throw line. She'll go off the glass this time. No good. Controlled by Cox for Ripley. And here's Jada Chills as she'll bring it down. She'll swing it to Cox between the circle now. And Ripley will set up their offense.
Looks
Cox,
like they're going to go for one shot
I
here.
think you're right. Just swinging it from side to side to go inside to Rook. She'll pitch it back outside. Chills. Boy, she handles the ball well. There's Rook. She found Rooks. Rooks posting up, and this time they just threw a net around her. They've got plenty of time to work with. 20 seconds, a long time to set up your play.
Oh, yeah. It's really hard to keep the ball for that long.
Angela Allen commits the foul. It's only the third team foul for Belmont. Ripley is yet to commit one here in the second half.
Haven't been called for one anyway.
No, yeah. Yeah, let me take that back. They haven't been called for a foul. Thank you. Ripley will inbound it. Lady Tigers lead it 28-21. And a bucket here would help their feelings going into the last 8 minutes. Here's the shot by Chills. Nope, won't go. Rebound by the 9th grader. And the ball knocked out of bounds. You know, it's one of those plays that never shows up in the newspaper, in the stats or anything. But when you've got a break like that, and you know she could score, and you knock that ball out ahead, they've got to reset their offense with less than 7 seconds to go.
Well, behind. Oh, and now is the chance for Montgomery. Oh,
and missed it underneath. Ball goes off the hands of Montgomery out of bounds. She has struggled in this ball game.
It's kind of the tale of her. Wraps it all up there in that one play.
She was right underneath, couldn't get it to go, and so with 1 second to go, Ripley's going to hold on to it, and that is how we'll end it. After 3, it's still anyone's ball game, but the Lady Tigers of Ripley have played very well in the third period here from the Coliseum in Jackson. We'll take a timeout. And you see Coach Bates say, let's take that timeout. 28-21 Ripley. Back with more in a moment.
"2012 could be the end of the rut you're in, of telling yourself you don't have the time, of worrying if you can afford it. No more excuses. With Antonelli College, 2012 could be the year you start training for a career you really want, the beginning of a brighter future, the start of something better. Antonelli College."
Did you know Mississippi's 15 community colleges will teach more than 250,000 people in an average year? Nearly 72% of all college freshmen in our state attend a community college. Average tuition and required fees for the whole academic year are just $2,174. A community college is close to wherever you live. Community colleges provide education and workforce training to help us build job skills. Community colleges, in our second century, making a difference in the lives of Mississippians.
Hotel stays at the Cabot Lodge Jackson North and the Cabot Lodge Millsaps include a complimentary hot breakfast buffet, evening reception with beverages and popcorn, access to a fitness center and complimentary wireless access, meeting rooms for corporate or social functions available at both locations, on North State Street in Jackson near Millsaps College and in Ridgeland off I-55 at County Line Road. Reservation information available at cabotlodge.com.
Welcome back. Tonight's broadcast being made possible in part by McAllister's Deli. Delicious is in the details. And by Applebee's. Applebee's proudly supports Mississippi high school basketball. And by Mama Hamels, serving up scrumptious Southern comfort food. We go to the last 8 minutes of this one with Ripley leading by a score of 28-21. And they'll have the basketball to get things started. Montgomery almost comes up with a steal for Belmont, but Ripley hangs on to the ball, and there's the drive ball blocked. That's a clean block right there.
Yeah, that's a pretty play, and I can tell you this, it looks like Belmont has come out of that quarter break fired up, and they're not about to go down without a fight, and it's only a 7-point game.
They're just going to have to shoot better than 19%.
That's exactly right. That's what I was getting ready to say. Things are going to have to change pretty quickly.
Yes. Becca Rooks with the ball on the baseline, and she'll dump it off this time, and it goes off the foot of the Lady Tigers. So that means Leslie Robinson and company, Elisa Jones, will bring it down for Belmont. And Leslie Robinson will bring it up. Not been any pressure per se from either team on bringing the ball up in this game.
Yeah, they're content to play that half-court game.
Leslie Robinson shoots over the goal, over the ring anyway, and Jada Chills will bring it down, and Chills going to be called for traveling with the basketball.
Really good defense.
Yes, 3 Lady Cardinals around her when she went down. Not a popular call on our side of the gym necessarily. Belmont will come up with the basketball now. Don't forget Kemper County, Boonville coming up after this one. Here's Alicia Jones. Jones Flips it back out over to Angela Allen. She had the hot hand earlier. Jones in the corner to Angela Allen in the corner to Jones. Jones looked at the shot, then looks away, gives to Robinson. Robinson for three. Off the iron, no good. Controlled by Ripley. And here come the Lady Tigers now.
It's all about shooting, isn't it?
Yep, and Angela Allen comes up with the steal and the breakaway. Allen takes it to the hole, and she's mugged on the way up.
Well, I think she'll be fine with that. I think she'd probably rather go to the free throw line than finish that layup.
Well, and she was going to her left, and she was kind of out of control, so I agree with you. She's got a better shot at getting 2 points from the free throw line.
But the clock stopped.
Look at that, come right at your screen. Angela Allen, well, there's the foul right there, no question about it, and she hits the first free throw. Checking in for Ripley right now, number 11, Madison Moore. Good look at her right there, and taking a seat will be Zadia Cox, and the second free throw rims out. So Belmont gets 1 out of 2. That's the downside of not getting that layup.
That's exactly right.
Inside, Becca Rooks off the glass, that's 2. You just cannot stop that if she's posting up like that.
Looks like they're going to send Nunley back in. We haven't seen much of her so far. I thought she had a really good first half. 30-22.
This is a real important part of the game here.
You're
as far
exactly
as
right.
Belmont is concerned. There's Luster off the glass.
And high off the glass. That is a really nice shot. And you're correct. Luster has brought some good minutes. Cut that lead to 6.
Ripley on the attack. They want Becca Rooks if they can find her. Instead, they'll find Madison Moore. Shot by Chills for 3. Off the iron, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Luster.
She's come up very big.
Leslie Robinson will bring it across. Finds Angela Allen. Luster at the free throw line, says nobody going to guard me. I'll take the shot, missed it. Robinson rebounds, sticks it up, no good, and the rebound is Jada Chills. Jayla Chills with the basketball. A little nice move with Chills. Chills turns inside it. Uh-oh, Becca Rooks there. She could make a living there all night long.
Well, somebody lost her. Made her pay.
13 points with 9 rebounds for Becca Rooks. Shot up no good, and the rebound, scramble for it. And the official steps in, and I think Ripley called a timeout. Both of them had their hands on the basketball. And so very quickly, alertly, they called a timeout and said, you know, we've got the ball. Let's not give it up here. Let's go into the huddle if we can with these two coaches. Coach Bates there for Ripley.
See, you know, Coach Higginbottom is probably encouraging those girls. 5 minutes left. Just keep doing what you've done all year, and you know the shot is going to fall.
Well, Montgomery, there's a shot there. That's why they called the timeout. You had two Lady Tigers.
Same team, and at first they thought it was going to be a jump ball, but it ended up being the same team.
Right now in the rebound department, it is 44-19 Ripley. And if that stat continues to grow, it's going to be a tough 4 minutes and 54 seconds for Belmont.
Like you mentioned earlier, oh look, we're going to get a little zone press.
Little zone press. Here's Becca Rooks. Rooks underneath. Shot off the glass is up and good by Cox. And they're just eating them up inside there. There's no way they can stop them. 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Here's Robinson. She'll just kind of swing it up there. No good. Chills on the rebound. Lady Tigers off and running. They got a 3-on-2 and a whistle. And the official steps in and calls the foul, I think, against Jayla Chill.
I think it's going to be against Column. Must have been kind of blocking out, clearing out.
Well, she didn't mean to.
That's right. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Column. Really a foul-free game so far, only 3. for Belmont, only 2 for Ripley here in this half.
Well, it's been a very quick game.
Here's the pass in to Angela Allen. She'll go baseline with it, just shot over everybody. Rooks on the rebound. Off to Chills. Jayla Chills wants to go into Rooks. Rooks can't hang on to it. And Angela Allen comes down with the basketball for Belmont. Allen pushing it up. Does not have the numbers, but turns, pulls the trigger off the glass, won't go. Chills rebound. And there's a foul on Alyssa Jones. I think you're going to see the fouls now mount up for Belmont. That's the only way they can slow them down.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to start fouling. As you said, that's only the 4th one. But they're going to have to try to stop the clock.
Inbounds pass to the Lady Tigers. Jones almost stole that ball. Chills looking up the floor, in trouble. Now dumps it off. Lady Tigers on the attack. They want Rooks. Rooks is there off the glass, won't go. One of the few misses she's had. Gets the basketball down on the blocks, takes a shot up, scores, and no, they're going to call it with a charge. Becca Rooks called for the charge.
I tell you, there's some really good play going on between Becca Rooks and Montgomery down there on the block.
You can see Rooks shouting encouragement to the Lady Tigers. She knows that it's only a 10-point lead, and she knows this Belmont crew can, if they warm up, could make it very interesting. Here's Montgomery for 3.
Oh,
Go!
She got it. That's going to take I'm telling you what, you could see the relief on her face when she got that ball. And that's a 7-point game, Russ. That's anybody's game.
Well, you can see Coach Bates right now saying, where were you? Where were you? Look at the shot here. There's Montgomery. She's been wanting it all night, and she's been missing it, but she got that one.
Wow, it's just like she could take a deep breath now.
She knows that lid is not on the basket.
Look, I mean, look at the difference in that face.
Yeah.
As to when it was 5 minutes ago.
She's saying, give me the basketball. I want to do that again.
Exactly.
You know, you get a couple of threes, you're back in this thing.
I mean, you are. It's a 7-point game. There are 3 minutes left. We have seen much deeper deficits than that.
Don't forget the 3A state championship on the boys side coming up with Kemper County taking on Boonville's Blue Devils. Shout of encouragement coming from the Belmont faithful here at the Coliseum.
It's amazing what that 1-3 did for that team's energy. I mean, they are pumped now. I mean, they are enthusiastic and encouraged.
And Nunley's back in the ball game now for Belmont. With the basketball on the inbounds pass. They're going to come with full court pressure on the basketball, and Chills goes right past him. Here's the shot. It's up. It is no good. And the rebound. Going to be knocked around, and a jump. What, did they call the timeout? They got the timeout in. And Montgomery with a smart play there coming back to the basketball. And a timeout call because they didn't want to give the basketball up by Ripley. Boy, the intensity in Coach Bates' eyes is just unbelievable.
Well, they are both focused, aren't they? They are trying so hard to, from one side, rally the troops and get back in this thing, and the other side, hang on to what you've accomplished.
Good crowd tonight here on hand at the Coliseum.
Big one anyway.
A big one. A big one. And, you know, that's great to see, Elizabeth, because you've got these games on television, you got it live streamed, but yet people from Belmont and Ripley and Kemper County, they want to be here for this state championship, and that's what it's all about.
You're right. It is so good to see this place filled. I mean, there are a lot of people here. A lot of red, a lot of blue, a lot of black. Black and gold for Ripley.
For Ripley, yep.
And like you said, it makes it so much more fun for the kids playing to have them here.
I just hope there's a funnel cake left before this game is over with.
I feel pretty good about that.
Here's the pass back outside as Ripley.
Oh, double dribble. I wondered if they saw that.
All right, I got to ask you this. I mean, does Ripley go into the mode of playing not to lose here?
Well, in my opinion, if they do, there's a greater chance that they will lose.
Yep.
And when you see that in football, too, you know, a lot of times in basketball, I think if you play not to lose, you lose a great advantage.
There's Allen inside and a jump ball called, and the possession arrow in the direction of Belmont. Angela Allen had a hot hand in the first half, but Ripley's done a pretty good job on her here in the second half. Inbounds pass comes to Alicia Jones. She'll put it on the floor. Drives to the hole, score!
Squeezed her way in there, didn't she?
Boy, the ninth grader took it straight to the hole.
Make it a 5-point game.
Here comes Ripley, and they've got the numbers on the other end. Becca Rooks providing the defense, but Jayla Chills goes right around them and scores.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the downside of playing that press because Ripley is so quick.
Time really a factor now. 2:12 left to go. The shot is up. Is it good? The basket is good by Leslie Robinson, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot one shot and try to pick up the three-point play here. And would that be big?
Wow, it would cut it to 4 points, and with 2 minutes left, plenty of time.
And she does.
I wouldn't be surprised if Belmont.
That's Nunnally on the foul.
That's one way to stop the fast break.
Just throw yourself in front of them and hope for the best. So Nunnally picks up the foul. Lady Tigers will inbound it. That's the 15th foul on Belmont here in the half. Here's Chills right down the middle, and she is going to be fouled as she goes up for the shot. You mentioned it a moment ago. It's worth mentioning again. If you're throwing that press on them over here, if they get the ball on the other side, right now Ripley's got 3 people down there.
Exactly, it's over. I mean, they're
going to score. That's right.
It may not. If you may not have to use the press right now.
Chills free throw, good. Took it a while, but went down. Good look at the cheerleading squad there from Ripley, and young lady from the Lady Tigers anxious for her team. Second shot by Chills, good. Those are big free throws right there. That's a momentum stopper.
6 points, just 2 possessions.
2 minutes to go in the ball game. 3A state championship tonight here on the MHSAA Network and Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Glad to have you with us. Here's Montgomery for 3. Oh!
She's feeling it now.
Rainbow with a pot of gold at the bottom.
I'll tell you, 3 points.
Shot is up. It is no good, and Montgomery on the rebound. Montgomery outlet to Angela Allen. Allen slides, goes to the hole, misses the shot. Whistle and a foul called inside.
Oh, that'll be the 7th, so they'll be shooting now.
That's going to be on Angela Allen. So you're right. That'll bring it down, and they'll be shooting.
You know, at this juncture in the game, there's a minute and a half left. Belmont really just needs to relax and not panic because there's enough time at a 3-point game to not force a shot.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. I mean, the free throw here is up. It is no good, and Nunnally on the rebound.
And this is where they just need to not rush.
A lot of time left, 1:26 to go, and you're down by 3. Leslie Robinson with the basketball. Montgomery thought about the 3, thought better of it, now takes the 3. That one won't go. Rebound Allen. And she wisely tosses it back outside. Montgomery over to Allen. Allen spin move in the paint, goes up with a running one-hander, won't go. Got the rebound, Jones sticks it up, no, it won't go.
Jones get the rebound again, wow.
And a timeout called by Belmont. We saw a really good 9th grader today in Grace Elliott, but I'll tell you what, Jones can really mix it up now. She's not afraid to go baseline amongst trees down there.
And that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. At 5'5", she is down there rebounding and putting it up on the blocks. She is just finding her way into the crack.
She's got 4 rebounds in the ball game, 4 out of 19.
Well, now she just got a couple on that one possession to add to that.
Statistician Chris Brooks tonight handling that for us, and we appreciate that. Be sure to keep it right here for the boys 3A state championship coming up between between Kemper County and Boonville. Some statistics in this ball game. Look at the free throw line for Belmont, 9 of 14 here in the for the game. 2 out of 3 in the second half. They haven't been there enough.
That's exactly right. They want to get there more.
Well, neither team has been there a whole lot. Ripley's only 3 out of 6, so they've only been there 6 times.
It'll be interesting to see if they are going to go for a 3 right here or if they will settle for a 2.
Ball going to go into Angela Allen. Allen inside, will not happen, and Becca Rooks comes down with a rebound. She's been the difference, I think, in this ball game. Ball got away from Ripley, and Coach Bates almost, well, she is on the floor.
Yeah.
Not very happy.
No almost about that one.
So here comes Belmont with yet another chance. Here's Nunley for a 3. Won't go. Rebound is Montgomery. She'll put up a 3. That one won't go, and the rebound comes down, knocked away by Belmont.
Play by Montgomery.
Leslie Robinson inside, puts it up and in.
They have one timeout left, but they are going to not use it.
Ball tipped up by Angela Allen. Allen turns and is going to be a foul called.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
This is an amazing.
Look at those Belmont Lady Cardinals on the bench. They are into it, and a timeout called by Coach Bates. I think this is a really good timeout for Coach Bates to settle the Lady Tigers down and let them know, look, even after the free throws, we've got 20 seconds in this game, and we've got Becca Rooks.
And Chills.
And Chills. So, chill out.
I think what you might see Belmont do at this point, after the free throws, if they make them, they will get back. They don't want to press and give a chance for a fast break. But what an amazing 30 seconds for Belmont.
Angela Allen coming up with that loose basketball.
And what a huge play by 5'3" Robinson.
Leslie Robinson.
To take that ball to the hole down there, you know, on the blocks, get that shot to fall.
Here, this is just day one. We have Friday and Saturday coming up. So much basketball left to play, and we've had 2 really good ones, and the boys had a good one. I tell you, this is the creme de la creme right here.
Can you? I mean, the momentum. It's just amazing how it's changed. Oh, they didn't call a foul. Oh, they're not shooting yet. So, see, Ripley.
Points off of turnovers. Belmont has 11. Ripley doesn't have any off of turnovers. Here's Robinson. Drives, puts it up, scores!
See, Ripley didn't have but 5 fouls, so I was thinking they were going to be shooting free throws, but, of course, they're not in the bonus yet.
Well, they got the bucket and the lead, and so now Ripley with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And no timeouts.
And Becca Rooks is streaking toward the end. Here's the shot. It's up, no good, and Belmont's going to pull it down. Belmont going to be fouled on the play by Daisha Collum with 4.7 to go. This is unbelievable.
It really is. What an amazing. It's a great picture of not giving up and patience.
Well,
it really is.
You called it earlier. You said that these 2 had played earlier this year, and Belmont was way out of it early and then fought their way back. That's exactly what they've done here tonight. And they're going to call the timeout to see who's going to get the ball here. Coach Hickenbotham said, I want to see how they're going to set up. So now Belmont will inbound it. And a timeout called by Belmont with about a second to go before she got called.
That's exactly right.
Don't forget the boys 3A state championship coming up. Kemper County and Boonville. Travis Raycheck, Orion Watson, and Ray Coleman on the call. Let's see if we can get into the huddle and listen to the coach.
You're going to break down, all right? So Kelsey's going to be right here. And Lisa, you're going to be at half court. Look, if Becca Rose gets it, hold you to get it and just hold it right
I'll tell
there.
you,
All right,
what
y'all
a
get
night
it in.
for
Just hold it.
Coach
Take it.
Higginbottom. I mean,
Hold it,
the
y'all.
emotions.
Hold it.
He just had to sit there and
All
hang
right.
on while the shooting percentage was at 18%. You know, if they hang on and win this game, I would love to know how many teams have ever had a quarter where they scored 0 points and won a game.
That is a great question.
Because I don't think there are many.
All right, Belmont will inbound it now with 4.7 to go. Ripley trying to steal it. The ball goes off the hands of Belmont. It's going to be Ripley basketball. What a turn of events. The one thing that Belmont didn't want to have happen happened. So now, Becca Rooks will inbound it for Ripley. They've got 3.4 seconds to get the shot off.
Well, I tell you, it's hard. It is hard. They don't have a timeout, obviously. It's hard to score. I mean, it's hard to get the ball in bounds, as we just saw.
Well, I think Montgomery stepped on, stole the ball and then stepped out of bounds. So we'll do it again. Look at Rooks trying to find somebody open. Rooks has the ball tipped by Montgomery. A whistle and a foul call with 1.4, and the young lady who probably has struggled the most tonight comes up with the biggest play of the night, and that's the steal on the inbound pass.
That's right, and she'll go to the free throw line now. And a huge steal earlier in the game when they were making their run.
Well, we got to pick a player of the game. Goodness.
It was a real team effort by this Belmont group. I mean, think about what Allen and Jones and Robinson and Montgomery.
Free throw, no good. I got to think Angela Allen. Here, it's all over. Belmont, unbelievable. Belmont is your 3A state championship. You saw it, and I'm sure you don't believe it. We called it, and we don't believe it.
That is an incredible 1.5 minutes to end of that fourth quarter.
And I think it goes back to the question you asked. Now, this is a team that did not score in the first period of play. 8 minutes, nothing. And
Yeah.
they come back and win the game and actually go ahead with less than a minute and a half to play in the game.
That's right. It would be interesting to know because it's just hard to win a game when you don't score in a quarter.
Belmont wins it by a score of 39-38 here at the Big House in Jackson, Mississippi. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, Belmont will be accepting their state championship medallion. As you take a look at the biggest play of the night, Montgomery knocks the ball down, and Belmont hangs on to win by 1, 39-38. Back with more in a moment.
We have shown opportunity to generations of young men and women, shaped leaders of the past, and guided those to come, lending a hand, finding solutions, honoring a heritage of compassion and service, a feeling of family that starts at home with a global reach, rooted in the foundation of our past, creating the future. This is our state, Mississippi State University.
We can get a player up here. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the MHSAA network, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Kim Tanner talking with Coach Higginbotham there. We're working on a sound situation right now, but we'll tell you that Montgomery is the player of the game, and I'm sure that's based on the last 2 minutes of the ball game for her, because she did get the three-pointer, did get the free throw, and then came up with the biggest play of the night, was stealing the ball on the inbounds pass.
Well, it's really interesting. She and Robinson, the point guard, played the entire game, and what a difference they made. I mean, they were in there, not giving up, patient, keeping that team together. A big night for both of those girls. And Allen, wow, she had a fantastic game. She was the only one for a while there, Russ, that could score.
Yeah, she wound up 6 out of 8 from the free throw line and 4 of 19 before. She wound up with 14 points.
And led in rebounds.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was the play of the game.
And they just, what a team effort. Allen and Robinson, and then the 9th grade play by Alicia Jones and Nunley, super. And then Luster, we talked about her in the third quarter. What a quarter she had.
Well, you nailed it right on the head. You said it was a team effort, and that's what it was, because when we started looking around for a player of the game, we looked at each other and said, okay, who do we give it to? They all contributed in some way. And our hearts, your hearts have got to go out to Ripley. They led this ball game from the get-go, and in the end, it wasn't to be.
You're right. And
so there's Montgomery getting her player of the game from Orion Watson from C Spire. Congratulations, Kelsey Montgomery. And that's quite an award for her. Anytime you can be the most valuable player in a game like this, you don't go home and sleep right away, I can tell you that.
That's right. But I bet you she would trade that. I mean, she's just so excited about getting the gold ball.
Well, yeah, and the least of that is that the gold ball is going to Belmont. And quite a story tonight. I mean, I don't know how the paper writers are going to write it or how it's going to come out on the internet, but tonight on the television and live streaming, you got to see a team not score for 8 minutes, just scratch and claw. And I think when during that timeout, you said it, when they came out of that timeout after Montgomery hit the three, their spirits were lifted, and that's when they went into that press and got the turnovers from Ripley and changed the game.
Well, it's just amazing how that one shot, you could see her countenance totally change. And the tears of joy is there. And those are 2 9th graders that Belmont will look to a whole lot in the next few years, because they are losing some really important seniors, Allen and Montgomery and Robinson and Luster. Boy, those 4 were the backbone of this team.
Yeah, but they've got some youth to build on, and that's what it's all about in high school athletics, and that's what makes it so great. You have a game like tonight, and next year at this time, you don't remember much about tonight's game because you've got 5 more out there on the floor and you're trying to do it again. But for tonight, as a good look at the Belmont Lady Cardinals, and that's what they're going to take home to Belmont, and they're going to raise that ball in a minute. The gold ball that will go back to Belmont High School. You don't think they're happy.
I'll tell you, it's interesting, Russ. Belmont has a great history in girls high school basketball. This is their 10th gold ball at Belmont.
Oh, I know.
That's a huge statement.
Well, they play it year-round up there. I mean, it's a great story.
Well, you can see, look at the crowd that came.
Yeah.
The town obviously supports girls basketball, and it shows.
Orion Watson from C Spire did the right thing. He lifted the gold ball and then got away real quick.
Got away real fast.
So the gold ball is raised by the Lady Cardinals of Belmont High School. They are your 3A state championship winner. And we're going to take a timeout. Don't go anywhere. The 3A state championship for the boys coming up between Kemper County and Boonville Blue Devils, coming up right here on the MHSAA Network and Mississippi Public Broadcasting. For Kim Taylor and Elizabeth Noblin, this is Russ Robinson saying final score 39-38 Belmont. Keep it right here. More basketball coming your way.